everybody's eyes and became KSWA champion. Hey, some people may say it was backhanded. I just say I was opportunistic.
I say you were smart. That was a smart man's way to do it. And you know, I've been in the ring with Mitch a few times, and I don't think he deserves any kind of, you know, any kind of condolences. He knew what he was getting into when he got in that ring.
That's right. Hey, the contract's there. It's available to use at your disposal. Hey, if Mitch didn't recognize that there was a chance that I was going to sneak up and kind of cash in that contract, then that's on him. I'm here to win matches and become the best in the KSWA, and that was the opportunity, and I cashed in when I needed to.
Well, brother, you made it. I mean, you're the top dog in the KSWA right now.
Yeah, it's funny, you know. Not being there for quite a while. I mean, this is now my second run as KSW Heavyweight Champion, and you know, once you get that first one, you think, I'll hold on to this forever. But everybody's nipping at your heels, you know, trying to take that belt off you.
Hey, do you think that Mitch thought he was going to keep it forever?
Oh, there's no doubt. You know, he was so happy, smiling, looking at his girlfriend and the rest of the KSWA crazies.
He had it for like what, 2 seconds, 20 seconds, something like that.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, if he got to 10 seconds, he was lucky. And, you know what? Hey, I could care less.
And that's including the 3 count.
Yeah, exactly. yeah, he held the belt for 10. 3 of them were on his back getting pinned by me.
That's awesome. Beating Mitch for the title, and then you had a pretty hard-fought match this time around. I wasn't able to see it because I was in a reclined position in the back, but I heard it was a pretty brutal match. And you came out on top of Latin Assassin, right? And
Mitch Napier, yeah.
And Mitch again. Okay, so what's next for Dr. Devastation?
Well, you know, Johnny, after 2 hard-fought battles in January of the street fight, I come out of that a bloody mess. And then, you know, again, Bobby O tries to stack the deck against me by putting me in a triple threat match against Mitch Napier and Latin Assassin. Granted, those two have some beef with each other, but, you know, I felt I was going into that match kind of at a disadvantage. But, you know, being the champion I am, again, being very opportunistic as Latin hit Mitch with his lariat, I was there to throw Latin out of the ring and, again, secure a victory. And, you know, Johnny, there's been some things that have been floating around the internet lately. Somebody's been posting some pretty derogatory,
disrespectful videos. I would say.
Yeah, definitely. You know, showing Sean Blanchard and I in a gym with our faces superimposed on people from the Let's Get Physical video of Olivia Newton-John, from being Sonny and Cher, dancing to hip-hop videos with Frank Durso, you know, stripping for Sean Blanchard for his birthday. Just you know, it's beyond disrespectful at this point. And, you know, the VIPs will stop at nothing to find out, and will spend whatever it takes to find out who's been posting those videos. And all points lead back to Chris Cash, a few of his family members thinking they're funny. So in April, I'm throwing out the challenge: Lou Martin versus Chris Cash.
Wait,
is that be a heavyweight title?
Is that an Aftermath exclusive at this point? Is this a you heard it here first kind of situation?
You heard it here first.
Awesome.
Lou Martin is challenging Chris Cash in April for the KSWA heavyweight title.
Hey, that kid's tough.
He is. You know, you would think, you know, being smaller in stature, that he would be a pushover, but many times he's proven himself to be a tough opponent, and I don't know how many times I've shared the ring with him on the opposite end, but you know what? I'm here to prove a point. I'm sick of the videos. I'm sick of him and whoever in a not so stellar state after a pretty good point. Yeah, I'm gonna inflict as much pain as possible on him, and then champion. Hey, some people may say it was backhanded. I just say I was opportunistic. If they need to do that, then I'm gonna just keep on beating the crap out of them. Plain and simple.
Can you give him a pop in the face for me too? Because he's a small, tiny percentage of the reason that I'm living my life 6 Advils at a time right now.
There's no doubt. You know, the first punch right to the jaw will be compliments of Johnny Axe.
Awesome.
You know, like I said, as the champion, I feel that, you know, I deserve some respect because I am at the top of the mountain right now. But, you know, him and his family have just shown nothing but disregard for what I've accomplished, and you know, something's got to be done about that.
I agree. I'm behind you 100. I'm behind you 100%. Hey, before we continue, I just wanted to ask. You know, I'm relatively new to the KSWA, and obviously you and Sean's been around for a while.
Yes.
And I was wondering if you could explain to me why Gentleman Joe and Bobby O don't let the Legion of the Apocalypse out during intermission.
You know, they've been doing that for years, Johnny. You know, everybody out there.
These guys, I think that these guys need to be in a room with Ali Qaeda and Blood Beast trying to pass time during intermission, because it's not a these aren't very pleasant guys to try to pass a half an hour with. I can tell you that.
Oh yeah. You know, some of the most ruthless guys in the KSWA locker room. Ali Qaeda has proven over the years to be one of the most maniacal men to ever step foot in the KSWA ring. And the Blood Beast, well, you know, just his look alone with the blood in the eyes and the makeup, it's just he's just a scary individual. And you know, you and Bobby Badfingers, you know, are part of that crew. But you know, there's just something about those two that just scare the bejesus out of a lot of people in the KSWA locker room. And not only are they tough, but you know, those guys will stop at nothing to prove a point. And you know, Bobby O and Gentleman Joe continue to try to stack the deck against many of the guys in that locker room, myself included. And I'm sure you're finding that out in your short stint with the KSWA, that Bobby O, if it's not his way or if it's not Joe's way, they're going to try to stack the deck against you in any way to make sure that the KSWA is run their way. You know, they don't like that Lou Martin's the champion. They don't like that the Legion of the Apocalypse is one of the top.
All right, so
in all of wrestling today.
You guys, you and Sean Blanchard are like two peas in a pod. You guys have been together forever, and he wasn't able to make it on the podcast tonight. But I was hoping that maybe you can kind of let us know what Sean's going to be up to next.
Yeah, in April, Johnny, it'll be a 6-man match. It'll be Sean Blanchard along with the Jester and Dell Douglas, the winners of the recent Joe Abbey tournament, against Party Gras of Lord Zoltan, Justin Sane, and WWF legend Bushwhacker Luke.
Oh, that's huge.
So a pretty huge match. Lord Zoltan kind of threw out that challenge during intermission and prior to his Hall of Fame induction on Saturday. So, yeah, what a huge match. And boy, you know, Sean Blanchard, you know, again, going to prove the VIPs are at the top of our game and getting in there with another wrestling legend. And,
hey,
you know, it hasn't been the first time that we...
And Dell and the Jester were the winners of the Joe Abbey tournament this year.
Yes, they were. Yes.
So there's no slouches there with those guys.
Yeah, you're right. So a pretty star-studded match, you know, and I know, you know, Bushwhacker Luke's coming into the KSWA, but there's no way that Blanchard, the Jester, and Dell Douglas are just going to sit down and let Bushwhacker Luke come into the KSWA and just run roughshod.
No, there's no way to do that. Hey, so we're gonna wrap up here.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say, like, I love to watch old tape. I love to review tape, and I was wondering if I have a feeling that you have your favorite matches that you watch from time to time, and I was wondering if you can let me in on, like, maybe what your favorite match to review is. Not so much yours, but like, you know, your heroes or the guys you look up to.
Yeah. One of the guys I love to watch is Roddy Piper. I just, you know, his charisma and his wrestling ability. You know, when you watch that guy, you're just you're just kind of clued into what he's doing, and you kind of watch him in awe. You know, and there's
even if you're not a fan of him, you're tuned totally into whatever he's saying or whatever he's doing, right?
Oh, exactly. You know, he could go in there and wrestle with anybody, but then he could just be totally unpredictable. You know, as we all know, the infamous Piper's Pit with Jimmy Snuka.
Oh, the coconut incident.
Oh yeah. One of the greatest probably promos in all of wrestling.
Yeah.
And just you know, the way he presented himself in an interview and in the ring, it was just, you know, it was somebody that you watched and you were just kind of in awe and couldn't take your eyes off him and just wanted to see what he would do next.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. Hey, Dr. Devastation, champ, I'm going to go ahead and let you go so I can finish up this podcast here. Thank you for joining us. It was a pleasure to have you on the inaugural Aftermath.
You know, Johnny, thank you. It was a pleasure you know, sharing the airwaves with you, and look forward to seeing you at the next KSWA event.
Yes, sir. So this is me wrapping up here at KSWA Aftermath, and I would just like to say that the tapes that I have 2 tapes that I've been reviewing this week. I don't like to review traditional American tapes. I like to review non-traditional tapes. I've been reviewing a match of Kenta Kobayashi versus Big Boss Man, circa 1993 at AJPW. It's a cool match, and it's like Big Boss Man's worked more in that match than he worked the whole, 10 years or whatever he was in the WWE at the time. Another match that I have been paying attention to this week is the Randy Macho Man Savage versus Jushin Liger in New Japan 1996. That was the WWE, WWF, WCW error. And it's a great match. So I guess the theme of this week is like the old school versus like the strong style kind of thing. So with that being said, I am going to go ahead and sign off, and this has been Johnny X, and this is the inaugural podcast of KSWA Aftermath, and there's plenty left to come. I hope that everyone tunes in to check this out. And thank you very much. Oh, what is this? It's there's some sort of blood or something on the microphone here. Sorry about that. Here you go. Have a good evening.